So in this video, I'm just going to go over a few sort of nitpicking items, mostly pertaining to these little screws down here. So you can see that guy, it's pretty in pretty rough shape there. It's really rusted. Same for the other side. So I'd like to go ahead and replace those. I'm also going to look at these like little fender screws here, and those look alright. But we pull ourselves back here, and see this one doesn't look so good, but this one's nice and shiny. So we'll go through a couple of those and see what we have. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, it's in pretty rough shape. Oh, you can see. Maybe you can, hopefully you can see. The threads are actually worn out on this thing. So, yeah, I think what I'm going to have to do is throw this one away. But, at any rate, yeah, I'm going to throw this away. But I'm going to show you, this is just a jar full of vinegar. So, what you can do with some of these rusty pieces, you just toss it in there and let it sit overnight, and that vinegar will help eat up the rust. And you can see some of these have gone through a similar process. But we'll find like a nice looking screw like this one, and we'll replace it. What I also like to do is get some of this anti-seize. This is like the best way I know how to remove rust, is this or not remove rust, but prevent rust. But we're going to come over here, take this wire brush and see if we can't get in there the best we can. It's a pretty tight spot, so I'm not sure how much damage we can do, but we'll try. Alright, take this anti-seize here just a little bit, and we'll just paint up this screw. Cover the head, cover the threads. And this is a little bit excessive, but you kind of see what I'm going for. In theory, once this is on there, it'll prevent it'll prevent this bolt from rusting like the last one did. Yeah. There we go. So, same for this other one. Grab this real quick. See if I can't show you something else. Yeah, that's pretty rough. So another way you can take this rust off is, if you got this wire, just take a wire brush, sort of go at it. You see, it looks a bit better. Still a bit rough on the surface, but it looks better than it did. And ideally, we would just have a bag of, just have like 100 of these or something, and we should just order new ones of these, and we just throw out the old rusty ones and replace them. But at the moment we don't. At any rate, you see this new guy here. I'm gonna go back over this one. This one looks pretty ugly. So this one I will throw away, just because I have like 50 spares of these. There you go. There's that. These ones on the back don't look so bad, but I should probably take them off and put some anti-seize on there just to prevent them from rusting up as well. I'll get to that in a second. But yeah, like I said, nitpicking. You want to check these bolts as well. These top fender pieces. You can see the nut is a bit rusted. So again, with the wire brush, it's about the best we can do. That or just replace it if we have extras laying around. But having these severely rusted pieces just doesn't look good. There's also this guy. Generally speaking, I don't mess with this. For some reason, on some bikes, it's just one solid piece. And this is like removable or expandable. And I'll show you that real quick. Okay. I see, that's ugly. Really the best thing we can do for this, and I'll see about doing that real quick. Alright. So I'm just going to take this wire brush, and I'm going to go at it. I'll probably mute the audio for a second. Alright, so I'm just going over this. Got it pretty well and good. Last bit, we're just going to go ahead and get this grease. See if we can't just smear it all over. There we go. There. Again, I'm not fully aware as to what the function of having that expandable bit, but it's there, so I may as well take care of it. Alright. And let's see if there's anything else. So the seat lock, you can see how we have it right here. This is just zip tied in place, and the reason for that is so this just doesn't dangle free and swing around and get caught up in the tire or smack the leg of the person who's riding the bike. So this is kind of tangled up pretty nice, but you're still able to put it up and down. So that's done good. Making sure these little end pieces are on the handlebars. So those are there. And when we polish, we want to try to get at these corners and crevices the best we can. This ID plate, we have it fixed on here using metal zip ties. Whenever we do that, I'll show that real quick. So whenever I do it, I go thread it through the slot first, and then I pull it so that the excess is towards the inside of the ID plate. And then when I snip it off, I sort of crimp it back like this. So you can see I did it right there and there. So putting the excess towards the inside and then crimping it back. That way there's no like sharp edge that somebody can rub their finger against. Ideally we should be moving to like something like this where we're just bolting it on there. But these are doing these do fine for now. Yeah, that's about all I had for nitpicking. Like I said, just making sure making the bike look nice at this point.